So you grab all your belongings. I'll meet you in a bit, okay?
Want to look around some more.
In that case, I'll meet you on the beach, near the port.
Sounds like a plan. However, it might take a few weeks before I get to you because... Oh boy, ooh, Mastercraft Silver Sword, thank you very much. I have got an awful lot of islands left to explore. The Lord of Undvik. Geralt set out to find Hjalmar on Crate, but first came across the lad's companion in arms, a man by the name of Volan. Volan told the Witcher that Hjalmar's crew had scattered when the giant attacked. As for the fate of Hjalmar himself, that Volan could not tell him. Geralt searched every inch of Undvik until he finally came across Hjalmar near the giant's lair. Hjalmar had journeyed there to free Viggy, one of the members of his crew. As he deemed the cause a worthy one, Geralt decided to lend Hjalmar his sword. Helping Hjalmar on Crate did not prove easy. Undvik had gone feral after the ice giant drove its inhabitants away, with monsters running amok on the island as though it were some mad mage's experiment or a misguided entrepreneur's attempt at an innovative hunting preserve. Yet in the end, the Witcher triumphed, not only finding Krak's son, but also helping him kill the giant and avenge the man the beast had murdered. His heroic deed accomplished, Hjalmar could now leap out of the starting blocks in the race for Skellige's crown. As mentioned, however, there still are a few tidbits of things that are left to do, including right now, loot the bloody corpse of the giant, because when are you going to find another ice giant in your life? Hopefully never. You had a lot of crowns. I'll take that, thank you. Hold on, you guys didn't take this thing's head? You really should have cut off its head. Why can't I cut off its head? I want a trophy. But it also means, yeah. What was that? I'm not sure what it was, but it would have woken the giant, that's for sure. No, we have got a lot of looting ahead of us. There are still a lot of things I want to explore, including that tower. The tower, for sure, that holds the treasure here. Definitely also that. But more importantly, this tower over here, because the stories are a little bit fake, because it has been a while since I've heard them, but the frost that gripped Undvik apparently started near this tower. And with that frost, an unnatural one for sure, I'm thinking Wild Hunt. I'm thinking this big beastie here found its way here when the Wild Hunt trying to find Ciri. This is where they appeared. So I didn't want to bring I didn't want to bring Volan to that tower in case something bad would happen. In case that would have been where we were trying to go in the end. Like, I was really expecting that we would go and visit that tower at some point, but turns out that is thus not the case. Which means I am highly curious as to what would await us there. And also, can I find my way through here? No. Volan is a nimble one, I tell ya. Anyway, time to leave this madness. Siggy really thanks his life to us. If he would remain trapped in that cage, he would have died. But still, that could have gone a whole lot better. But at least we made it out alive. So, first things first, the Dorvey Ruins, or whatever these things were called. Did we have a mark for this place as well? No, we did. No, we did. Ruins of a village destroyed by the ice giant. Like everything on this bloody island. Well, with a bit of luck there's still some good loot remaining. But nonetheless, are we completely done with the ice giant's rampage now? What about the siren? Like, they seemed under its control, they were his pets and whatnot. Do the sirens want revenge? Do we have to worry? Because I do still worry. Which may be because I'm just a worry butt in general, but yeah. In general. And do we need these bloody nails? Can I get rid of the bloody nails? Luckily they don't weigh a lot, but we need to visit our friend in that ship as well. I mean, tell him the good news. The ice giant is dead. He can finally go home. Or, well, technically he is already home, but you know what I mean. Either way, though, got a lot of stuff to investigate, and the question is how much of this is actually going to be valuable to me, because I've got a feeling most of what I'm going to encounter is just madness like this. Dear oh dear. Oh well. Can't really do much about the dead. All we can do is try and save the living. Now let's see. Apparently one of our clues regarding Witcher gear would lead us to over here, I think. I think it were these runes. Yup. There we go. Mastercrafted wolven boots. Really going to take a long time before we can ever make that, but hey, as long as you have the diagram, you've got nothing to worry about. It would be more sucky of, okay, I've got the full woven set now, except for the boots. Where the hell am I going to find the bloody boots? The set is incomplete, I can't use this. Because you know that's how it's going to be. Which is exactly why I'm always after all the goodies. But yeah, in the meantime, that tower, I don't think anything else here remains. It really doesn't seem too much of value. Although there does seem to be a path leading directly back to where I was. Yeah, the fact that this place is so abandoned and that there is no monster around. I'm seeing you, Siren. Don't worry, I'll kill you at some point. No, I'm just worried about all the stuff that there is at times absolutely nothing. And then I worry about it because there is nothing. And then I don't know where I want to go. And hello? School of the Wolf, eh? What were you hiding here then? And were you hiding it at the top of the tower? Of course you would hide it at the top of the tower. Well, this looks like a siren or harpy nest. Can't destroy it though. Well, runes, hidden treasure, you know. Can this truly be classified as treasure though? For real. Sometimes certain treasure is just not worth it. So what about the wolf marking then? Hi. Do you really want to play? Do you really want to play? Come on. You want to get over here? Fine. I'll help you out. If you so desperately want to join your friends, yes, your ice giant lord of Undvik is dead. You can join him. But no, seriously. As a treasure. That is the most suckiest treasure I have ever seen. Geralt found a map on the Isle of Undvik with a key attached to it and a location deep in the Isle's interior marked on it. This had all the markings of a fine treasure hunt. Geralt journeyed to the location indicated on the map and found the ruins of an old fortress. Within them, a chest full of treasure, just as he had expected. And suspected. But unfortunately, that bloody treasure did not meet up with expectations. Well, the Dorfe ruins have, well, completely gone to ruins at this point in time. There's nothing of value remaining there anymore. Yeah, that basically means gotta explore the rest of the island for as much as I can. Go back to where I've been, go to places I've not yet been. I'm not really sure how I'm planning to do this, but I think the first stop that I definitely want to make will at least be the tower, so... there were some Neckers around here, right? I'll try and see if I can find the Neckers, destroy their lives entirely, make sure that the people of Undvik can actually return here in peace. Like, I'm basically cleanup duty right now. I make sure that everyone has a safe home to return to, and do all the things that they want to do. And in the meantime, I just tell them that the Sirens stole all the loot that was still remaining. Because that's how this works. At least, if I can find my way across this inhospitable environment. Oh, well, hello. Greetings. Friends. Are you seriously telling me that you're bandits or pirates who came to this island right after the ice giant died? Oh, you fools. You fools. You could have lived. You survived the assault of an ice giant. But no, you just had to. You just had to be a fool. Well, so much for that, I guess. In which case, I still hear the whispering in the distance and I don't like it. This place still remains creepy even though the ice giant is dead. You had hidden treasure. Hello. Torn piece of paper and a mask-crafted silver sword. I'll take both. And then the old druid said, if it really is wisdom and knowledge you seek, take your most valuable possessions and put it in a chest. Then sail to Undvik, climb the mountain and walk the ridge. Bow once to each of the four winds, commend yourself to the gods, and toss the chest into the sea. Volty did as the druid counseled, and then returned to the sacred grove. I tossed the chest in the sea, Volty said, but I don't feel one bit wiser. Then the druid replied, that is because there are no shortcuts on the road to wisdom. Neither saying prayers, nor making offerings, nor listening to the words of wise man will grant it to you. That is your lesson. Hearing this, Volty flew into a rage and strangled the druid with his bare hands. Then stuck his head on the pike and set it out in front of his house, so everyone would know that, while he might not be wise, he was nobody's fool. Well, well, well. I guess there are no shortcuts in life, eh? I guess so. Geralt found some cryptic notes which seemed to be hiding some sort of secrets, so he decided to investigate further. Which means, if that is here and you guys were there, this thing is at the bottom of the lake. And also, it bloody well means I'm over encumbered. At least it happened after killing the ice giant. I'll take that as a stroke of luck, I guess, but nonetheless, could have been better. But at least I still be able to continue with the madness of looting everything dry. And don't worry, Knickers, I'll be with you shortly. First things first though, treasure. Now please tell me it's actually a good treasure and not just some bare dirt and whatnot. Hello. Come on, something good, something good. Blooded, Red Brigade Sword, Skellige Gambeson. That's a good treasure. I'll take it, thank you very much. Unfortunately, however, the sword itself is not all too great. But I can sell it, I can break it down, I can keep it, I can do whatever the hell I want with it, because it's mine. For I am no fool. But yeah, Necker cleanup duty, and then go to the tower. And after that, probably backtrack through all the caves that we've gone through in the hopes of finding all that we want to find. Clearing everything that we want to clear. And, it'll be a fun afternoon for sure. But first, Ogright oil. Clearing up some Neckers. Hello, friends. How are you doing? You're gonna be dead, I'm very sorry, but this land is my land. Oh yeah, of course I bloody well removed my art sweep, which is not the best, but luckily I've always got Igni. See? Igni's always fun. Love it. No. No escaping your death. Here we go. Gotta love it. Oh. Right, still not a fan of the creepy whispers, I tell ya. But we'll manage. Anyway, I'll just try and go to the tower. If I find anything interesting, I'll let you know. At least I was planning to go to the tower, but we're so close to this ship now anyway. And it would be very sucky to not let this man know that he can actually leave again, or try and rebuild his life, if he hasn't completely lost his marbles at this point in time. Which, truth be told, after all he's gone through, I'm surprised if he would be able to regain his marbles. Because there or there, it seemed like he lost them all. Ah, boy. Anyway, I'll take that. Thank you very much. Like, you no longer need it anymore. So, friend, are you still here? Yes, you are. But Octo was not your real name, right? Hi.
Look there, crew! Whitehair's returned! What brings you to us?
I bring you good news. You have been fired. You no longer have to build this ship. Yeah, I already asked all of this, but I still got the nails and twine for you.
Got nails and twine for you.
What? Oh, yes, finally. Poor Willem's ear will stay put.
Yeah, and all the extra nails are for when his other ear falls off. Anyway, farewell, I guess.
I should go.
Fare you well.
Yeah, I have good news, though. I've got really good news. You're gonna love this.
Look there!
The bloody giant is dead.
I killed the giant.
Killed him! Did what my whole crew couldn't? Hear that, lads? Are you not ashamed?
When you're done talking to yourself, sail back to Ard with me. Your people have found shelter there, and you're still their leader.
Oh, aye. They can come back now. Look alive, crew. We've got to hurry. Got a finisher? Oh, she'll be a lovely vessel. Perfect for a funeral.
A funeral? Okay. You don't have to finish the boat, I swear. Everything is fine. Giant's dead. Giant no longer needs it, which was still a weird thing of it wanting to sail to face the god. The giant was smarter than he seemed. But yeah. I guess that's everything, Octo. You're really gonna stay here?
Whitehair's returned.
You're really gonna stay here? I guess you will. Well, very well.
I should go.
Fare you well.
Oh, I do feel sorry for that madman, though. The mad castaway of Undvik. Geralt's encounter with the crazed man building an enormous ship while conversing with the cut-off heads of his former crew was, to say the least, an unusual experience. Though this strange shipbuilder was forced into his labors by the ice giant and his bloodthirsty sirens, it seemed his work had become a kind of escape for his beleaguered mind. Surely that was why this unfortunate man showed such dedication to his dubious worthy cause. In the end, Geralt learned the true identity of the mad shipbuilder of Undvik. He was in fact Harold Houndsnout, a jarl who was thought to have been killed by the giant along with his crew. Though rumors about his death were clearly exaggerated, it was hard to say whether surviving had not proved the worst fate. News of the giant's death clearly delighted the madman, but he rejected the witch's offer to take him back to Ard. He could not live with the knowledge that he had failed as leader of his clan, and thus was determined to build a ship to serve as his funeral pyre. It really is a sad tale. This guy might have been the leader, but he never will be again. No one will accept him as his leader after he's gone so cuckoo. Really. Wish we could have done more for him, but at least with his retirement now, sort of, at least he can fulfill his hobby of shipbuilding. Anyway, that also means I have a few more information on other people. I've not read up on some for a long while, so I better do it now, starting with Volan. Many brave warriors answered Hjalmar's call to join him in reconquering Undvik from the ice giant. Among them, Volan, son of Ulf, Hjalmar's frequent comrade in battle and dear childhood friend. Volan, a member of Clan Tuirsek, was a fearless sailor and an unequaled archer, and so did not hesitate to join this dangerous expedition that stood to shower him in glory. It would have ended horribly for him, however, had the Witcher not kept his wits about him and saved him from the clutches of hungry trolls by winning a riddle contest. Volan provided his skill with the bow by riddling the ice giant with arrows during the final fight against the Colossus, a deed recounted to this day during Care-Trolled feasts. May you live forward in all the tales, Volan. And you, however, Vicky the Loon, dear oh dear, you were a bloody idiot. Even for Skelligers, who value courage above all else, Vicky's fearlessness went far beyond the pale of bravery, deep into the realm of suicidal madness. This Clan Toddarok warrior had strived to earn the right to be called Vicky the Unfearing. Instead, his actions earned him the nickname Vicky the Loon, and it seemed this outcome suited him just fine. It was Vicky who, craving glory and wanting to save his home isle from the ice giant, had convinced Hjalmar the Brave to brave the journey to Undvik. Many of their crew were killed during this expedition, and Vicky himself wound up a prisoner in the ice giant's cave. The second Geralt freed Vicky from his cage. The Skelliger lived up to his moniker and awoke the sleeping giant with a hearty kick, instead of a bloody sword strike right to the face to kill him in one blow. You could have had all the glory there, Vicky. To be fair, afterwards he fought bravely and effectively against the monster, proving he had the makings of a mighty warrior behind his madness. Well, perhaps a warrior, but clearly not a smart one. Now, Margarita Law Until. I'm not entirely sure from what I know you from, but apparently I've got information on you. I don't know when I got this, but the full list of Margarita Law Until's outstanding mental, spiritual, and physical attributes would consume a mountain of parchment. Rita, as her friends called her, once held the position of a rector at the Aretusa Academy for Sorcerers on the Isle of Thanet, the same school attended by the famous ancestor Ilona Loantil. Quite unusually for one of her profession, Margarita showed no interest in politics. It was only care for the good of her school that led her to join the Lodge of Sorceresses. Finally, her beauty deserves mention as well. It was said that not even the marble likeness of goddesses and nymphs chiseled out by the great sculptors could rival this sorceress figure. I think we got information on her once we learned about the crystal thing that we gave to Yennefer. I think. Which was a while ago by now already. Dear oh dear, time flies. And Skjal. Ciri encountered plenty of liars, scoundrels and villains along her path, but luckily happened on some decent folk as well. Certainly worthy of being counted among the latter was Skjal, a young warrior from Lofoten. Initially, he and his family tended to Ciri's wounds, nursed her back to health, and then he helped her flee the wild hunt. In doing so, he sacrificed the thing Skelligers hold dearest, his honor. Accused of cowardice, he was forced to perform a heroic deed to clear his name. Sadly, he failed. Mortally wounded by the beast in an abandoned garden, he suffered a slow, painful, and lonely death. But at least he did help us to learn more about the Uma, or the ugliest man alive. When Geralt encountered a misshapen midget at the Bloody Baron's court, he didn't think much of it, other than the fact that it was rather weird and, yeah. Yet when he heard a similarly deformed being had washed up on Skellige's shores in the same boat in which Ciri and her mysterious companion had sailed off shortly prior, he connected the two at once. It was clear this rough-hewn hunk of flesh was the key to finding Cirilla. Alright, so here I am wandering about the place, slowly moved towards the tower, finding more interesting paths that I have not yet traveled before. I'm kind of avoiding a bear back there, but he wasn't bothering me, I wasn't bothering him yet. Maybe I will in the nearby future, but where would this be leading me? I mean, this island, with its mines and whatnot, it has some interesting paths for sure, but where they lead to at times? That be the question, which currently means absolutely nowhere, because it leads me right to sea. Would there be anything hidden here? Like, this place is just a maze at times. And although it does bring me closer and closer to that tower, I am rather intrigued. Seems like this entire path goes right around the island like this. I mean, if you want to wander around the coasts, I guess it works. If you don't want to mess around with the harpies, it definitely works. But this path won't always be accessible because the ice will melt at times, I imagine. I bloody well, sure as hell, don't know where I'm going. But at least it's bringing me to very nice points of interest. Or at least, nice points of view. And it's also bringing me back to Hold of Siren. Hey, you know what? I'll kill you later. First up, tower investigations. So this tower seemingly was where it all started. There are still some ice trolls in there, inside of the caves. Maybe I should get rid of them? I probably should. I mean, they eat humans. Maybe I should kill them. I probably should get rid of them. I'll pay them a visit afterwards. First things first though. Strange, mysterious elven tower. Like, it seems like quite the thing. And of course, paths going in multiple directions. Not knowing which path will lead where. What paths will lead to interesting bits. And what paths will just lead to other distractions that hold no value at all. We're gonna be dealing with quite a few of you. Hello? No, not beast oil. I want hybrid oil. Thank you very much. Shouldn't be too difficult, I imagine, but it's a lot of them. And if they all join in on the fight, yeah. It's gonna be a bit of a problem. Maybe I should have gone with Volan here. Because I could have used the archery, because I don't think my horn will work on these. The horn works on Siren, but not on normal harpies. Or, we're going to figure that out right now. Does it work? Nope.
How you like that silver?
Harpies definitely don't care for crazy horns. No. Okay, you. No, madness. Thank you. Annoying bugger. Come on. Come on! Every single time I try to strike you with art, you're just a tad bit too quick for my taste. Alright, who's next? I'll place down the Eden trap here. For those who would love to be stricken by it. There we go. That's how we like to do this. Awesome. Or maybe a little bit less awesome if there are too many of you. Because there really are quite a lot of you. Oh. Yeah, this might not have been the wisest plan. But hey, as long as I'm not as much of a loon as Siggy is, everything is fine. Everything is fine. God, this is the biggest harpy flock I've ever had to deal with. But these harpies also never had an opponent like me. Come on, one by one, all of you. Oh, how I wish I had my art sweep right now. That's it, that's it. Just how we like it. Okay, maybe not entirely. Okay, there's really a few too many of you. Just saying. Come on. As long as we keep this tactic up, break their stance with our quench shields, and finish them off when we can. Come on, one by one. This is a little bit more dangerous than I had imagined. I am underestimating the danger that I'm in right now. Come on. Just a few more. Just a few more. God, I'm still happy with that exploding shield. It's just so useful. Right, you're next? Who needs art when you have exploding quench shields? No, you don't. Alright, one more. Are you the last one? Oh, poor harpy. That actually was the last one. That was bloody awesome. I am, however, surprised by the limited amount of loot from those corpses, though. Hello? Oh, don't mind if I do. Mahakam heavy armor. Really? Why do I keep picking up all the bloody heavy stuff and some flowers? Did I just rob someone's grave? I might have just robbed someone's grave. Well, I wasn't aware of it. I'll pay the... They won't mind. The flowers were going to waste anyway, that's what. Anyway, I'm really starting to carry way too much at this point. But this harpies dropped less resources than I would have hoped for, and... Oh boy. Quite the sight for sure. That's what. Which really makes you wonder, what did this place originally look like in its prime? Before humans basically showed up. To basically destroy everything. Like, it still seems relatively intact, but... Torkvalchaka, or whatever. What do we know about this place? An ancient tower which was erected in the days when elves were the unchallenged masters of these lands. Exactly, but that's basically what we knew and what anyone could have known upon seeing, oh, that's an elven tower. Yep, it was probably erected once they were still the rulers of the lands. However, clearly it's in shambles right now. Is this place in any way linked to whatever happened with this frost gripping Undvik and with the ice giants? Because I'm not really noticing, well, anything. There's just a tower. There's no magic involved. No weird feeling that I'm getting. There's a door. Does it open though? It does not. Well, in that case, we've just got a rather strange tower, I guess. With nothing else. It's the fact that this also is supposedly linked to all that happened with the ice giant appearing, but this place weirds me out. That's what. Really not sure what to think of this. Anyway, if this is to be a bust, well, I guess I'll finish off my exploring of the island. See what I can find. See if there's anything interesting remaining. I'll probably not explore those ships. Like, yes, I could, but most of the ships that have shipwrecked have had nothing in them, so it's kind of a waste to explore them at times. No, I'll see what I can find, see if there's anything fun remaining, and then time to meet Hjalmar in the harbor of Undvik. Alright, my siren friends, I have returned just for you. Mostly because I'm curious as to why you're here. Like, I'm curious. And also because I definitely want to play around with my horn. Because it's fun. Oh, hell. It also works on a kid now. Good to know. However, your friends apparently didn't get the message. That's the kind of stuff I'm looking for. Got a treasure. Are you gonna come towards me? Hello. I'm right down here. Come on. That's it. That's a good siren. I kind of hope that Hjalmar does not want this horn back. I kind of like it. I don't want to give it back. He didn't ask for it. And he knows I have it, so... It would really be a shame if I had to give it back. It's fun to play around with. And depending on whether or not I can use it on a boat... Maybe it could be very useful. Either way, guarded treasure. This is the kind of stuff I was looking for, wondering if there was any of that on this island. Like, with this kind of stuff, God knows what's on all of these little islands here and there, spread across the thing. Because there's a boat over there. Sure, there's something interesting right there, but hidden treasure and whatnot, smuggler's caches. I expected more to find on basically Undvik, so it's not too amazing. There's glowing ore, which probably becomes in handy. But I just was hoping for more treasure. More treasure in general on Undvik. But We're just gonna make do with what we do find, like valuable fossils, which are not exactly worth an awful lot to us. But in general, yeah. It's time to do the final bit of looting. And then finish off by talking to Hjalmar. And I would do the final bit of looting if I would actually be able to grab some of it. But I guess fate has other plans. Ah, well, would you look at that, they opened the door for us. Well, that's at least very handy, for if I would ever want to return there. But no, I'm completely done on Undvik. I did leave the 2 trolls, or 3. I'm not sure how many there were. I did leave them alive because I would feel kinda bad about killing them. Like, they were still reasonable beings, even though they ate humans, but I won a game of riddles with them, and I feel proud of that, and I would not want to undo that by just slaughtering them outright. So, yeah. Perhaps it's a foolish choice to make, but if the people return here, they will probably know how to deal with the trolls themselves. They are secluded to their own little area, and they lived here before people came here, I imagine, so I just hope I'm making the right choice. Anyway, Hjalmar, where the hell are you? Like, you were supposed to be waiting for me at the harbor, right? So, this is the harbor. So where the bloody hell is Hjalmar? Hjalmar, where are you? Where is that man? I wasn't gone for that long, right? Oh, right, there he is. Had to do a little bit of time traveling to make sure that I would find him, because for some reason he wasn't here anymore, but Hjalmar. Hi. Sorry I kept you waiting.
Gonna head back to Ardskellig?
Aye. After all, I'm to be crowned. I killed a giant, won back Undvik, and lost my entire crew. Mayhaps should have set out alone. Like Ceres.
Then you would have died for sure. I mean, nonetheless, everyone will call it a great victory, but do you regret ever setting out?
Regret ever setting out on this expedition?
What's the matter now? Giant's dead, and the folk of Undvik can go home.
That is true.
And Ceres? She back yet?
Hadn't returned when I left Ardskellig.
Went to Speaker Rogue, you say? Venture she aims to face whatever's slowly killing Undvik.
That's the
Some
plan.
say Udalric's the god's chosen one.
They also say the gods are merciful. Witcher, I'm sure Ceres would be glad to see me, but you wouldn't happen to be heading to Speaker Rock.
I definitely am planning to, yes.
Yeah, I plan to go there.
Good. Thanks, Geralt. I hope we meet again.
I'm
Farewell,
sure we will.
Great.
And very well, Hjalmar. May we meet again in better circumstances. Basically. In any case, that brings us back on the path. Our adventure on Undvik has finished. Luckily with Hjalmar still alive. Which right now brings us on the journey all the way to Spikeruk, trying to help out Ceres. I am in a little bit of a pickle in regards to my carry weight, so I'm gonna have to make a gamble here. Do I imagine that on Spikeruk there will be a merchant? I'm going to assume yes, because otherwise I'm gonna have to go all the way back to Kertrold in order to actually go to my stash, which might be the better option, because now that I think about it, I am carrying a lot of stuff that I would like to keep and a lot of stuff that I would like to break down and whatnot, so what I think I'm gonna do is, nonetheless, no matter what, I'm gonna have to go all the way past Eldberg, past the lighthouse. I think I want to combine this. I'm gonna go to this island over here, see why there is a boat right there, then continue onwards to this island here, grab myself the steel sword upgrade for the bear school, travel back to Kertrold, get all my stuff in order, deconstruct some stuff, deposit stuff, all that kind of stuff, And then we set sail for Speakerhook in order to see if we can find Ceres. So, for now, first things first, island, and then we'll see what awaits us. Now, sure, there is no logical explanation as to why I would ever know that there would be a boat somewhere on that island. Like, how would you explain that? How would I know that there's a boat all the way over there? But for some reason I know, and I can't ignore it. Can I... Oh, no. Wow. I was actually planning to use the Hornwell horn. However, I seem to be very focused on shooting Siren out of the sky with my crossbow. I was not aware that that was an option, but I like it. No. Leave my boat be. Leave my boat be, the bloody Siren. Come on. That's actually kind of terrifying. But also, kind of fun. Crossbows are awesome, I tell ya. Alright, where are you? There's three of them right behind me. No! Okay, you know what? Oh, no! Leave my boat be. Don't sink me. Oh, there's way too many of you. There's way too many of you. Don't destroy my boat, please. Don't destroy my boat. I swear, if you sink me, I'm going to need this boat. Okay, maybe traveling into Siren territory was a bad idea. Maybe remaining on my boat was a bad idea. I'm just gonna keep on sailing till I reach land. I'm just gonna steal this other person's boat. Everything will be fine. Oh my god, I'm so happy. Okay, apparently there are spoils of war here. And you know what? This is a good place to leave my boat. Yes, totally. Let's see what we're dealing with. Drowners? Sounds like drowners. Sounds like dead drowners. Alright, killer whale potion. There we go. I want to be able to see what's going on here. There are spoils of war and a fair few drowners about the place. 3 things. Would you like to meet my crossbow? It's very fancy. Yeah, okay, your claws are very fancy as well. Thank you. Goodbye. Same goes for you. Hello. Goodbye. Can I do that again? No. Don't swim behind me. I want to kill you. I want to kill you. Just like you want to kill me. Goodbye. Oh, there's way too many of you. At least you're not as bothersome as the bloody Siren, but nonetheless. Spoils of war. Thank God that no one else has found this stuff just yet. And thank God that the Siren didn't chase me any further, because that would have been a field day for me. Alright, I see treasure. What have we got? Is it anything valuable? Anything useful? Not an empty chest or very little of interest. That's pretty good. I'll take it. Thank you very much. So, in the meantime, this island over here, I think I'm just gonna leave that boat behind. Because, yeah, those Siren really took a bite out of it. Literally. I'll use it to get to shore, and I'll just borrow the other boat when I can. Though this thing is soon gonna sink. So, right over here. The Pally Gap Coast. What do we know about this? Pally. I don't have a marker. Of course, I don't have a marker. Well, I'm gonna leave this one here. There we go. Just don't crash it onto the land. Awesome. So, Pally Gap Coast. Is there any kind of information I know about this place? I have a mark for an entrance, but other than that, not so much. The Pally Gap Coast. Elders say an isolated cave on this coast was once used as a retreat by the world's most famous bard, before the rise of Dandelion that is, the great Xerne of Zanzibar, renowned from Zenair to the Dragon Mountains for his ferocious lute strumming. Well, okay then. Is this also his grave as a result? Because right now I'm curious as to what we might find here. Sounds curious. So, what would we have here? Because it looks rather fancy, but I'm also getting the feeling of, oh my god, no, portals. I'm really getting the feeling of, oh my god, there's gonna be portals. However, also getting a feeling of, I don't hold the key to access those portals. Because there is nothing here. No way to activate it. No illusions. No, I think I might be here perhaps too soon. I'd imagine fate might have more plans for me in the future. Or I just blast the wall open. Nope, not the answer. Clearly we need to think with portals. But not yet. Well, I'll keep the place in mind then. And once we do get here, well, I know what I'm looking for, basically. Which means, because no one else is around, let me steal your boat. Thank you very much. And enjoy my busted one. And thus we travel onwards into the, well, right into the night, into the unknown. Hopefully not having to deal with Siren. But at least bear school gear awaits us.
I'm pretty sure that we might have missed a fair few interesting treasures hidden on Undvik. But with an island that big and with nary a clue to point us in the right direction, it would take us months before we would have found them all.